Hello and welcome back to Sunday Pro League action here in Exeter, New Hampshire. Today is December 12th, and our first bowler on the right is Faye Sawyer, our third place finisher in the Chicha Ladies Championship. And on the right is AJ Stockton, and he starts with a 2-1 off the head pin. We're underway. Today's match will be 3 strings, 2 points per string plus the total. Second balls are in. Both bowlers will be open. Sawyer looking at 6, will take a 6. And Stockton gets a 9. AJ signed up with Jeff LaPierre for the April doubles at Central Park Lanes this week. Sawyer is off on the 3-pin to start the second box. AJ splits. No, avoids the split as the right side falls. Has a covered 7 as Sawyer will be open in the second. No spare for Stockton. And Sawyer and Stockton both finished 10s in the second box, and we'll get our scoreboard up to date. First ball in the third frame here, just underway, right across the 1-3 pocket. Stockton with a strike. The 7 and 10 fell together at the end. .29 and a strike. 3. And a 9 for Sawyer, who's at 25 in the third box. And let's see how that scoreboard looks now. 4 points plus 2 balls for Stockton. First ball in the fourth box coming up next. Oh, let's get that. 3 on the first ball. Four horsemen for Sawyer, who's right on the money, but just slides off. Stockton will take 5 on that fill. So 34. That'll be a tough 5. So through 4, AJ at 39, is that correct? Okay. Welcome if you just joined us. 9 drops for Stockton. He's carrying a 105 average. Faye Sawyer with the spare attempt on the 4 horsemen will be open in the fourth. In the fifth. Sorry, my apologies. There. The spare for Stockton, who will sit down after 5 with 49. And a 43 for Sawyer. 35. And here it is, our star of the day, Mario Johnson, carrying a 111 average for Team Holbrook. Up against Sonja Rossi. Carries a 108 average. Sonja was 10th on the recent Ripping the Rack, finishing the money in Al Johnson's event over at Portsmouth last week. Second ball, in on the pocket. Still with the 4 and 10 split. Matching splits. Mario off on the 6 pin instead of the 10. A pair of 9s to start for our second bowlers. Early 6 pin lead based on AJ Stockton's strike and spare, a ball coming. Rossi off on the 3 pin. Gets a makeable spare though. She's got 2 over 1. 1 and 2 with the 8 pin behind for Sonja. And she's just wide right. Mario working on her version of the 2 and 1 as wood cover. There it is, a spare. And the cheer. Two marks on the board for an early going for Team Holbrook on lane 5. 9 drop for Sonja. Two on the field. Back on the head pin, Mario will be open. Well, we were worrying about that. Sonja put up a spare that get her at 29 through 3.
I know, exactly. Yeah,
Sonja in the bonus, coming across. Gets a little back action, that's a 6. So 35 through 3. We're going to catch our scoreboard up on Mario's 10. She's at 31. Nine in the 4th for Sonja. And a 10 for Mario. 44 through 4 for Sonja. Right across on the 1-3 pocket. Both bowlers leaving 2 pinners. Good chance to sit down with a mark for one of them, if not both. These are 60%ers for a pro bowler. And that's right, there it is. Rossi will sit down with 54 in a ball. As a 51 in a ball finish. Mario Johnson, who was the recipient of a $5,325 check from the money donated for her Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. That's why the bowlers are wearing pink today. Mike Nardone is off left on his first ball. Justin Scali, who's been busy, drops 9 on his first. Nardone still's got 4 for his third. Scali waits for the wood to settle in. It goes across, just across the 8 pin. And the single pinner is gone. Nardone takes 9. In the bonus for Scali, right down the middle. It's Red Eagle minus the 6 pin. $15 in the first box for Justin. Got the Eagle wing left. 2 objects, 6 pins still stand for him. Nardone's third ball. He starts off with a pair of 9s. And a tough 6 for Scali, who with the spares at 21 after 2. Team Holbrook over on lane 5. Both teams wearing pink, but Nardone wearing the Hef's Heroes jersey. Leaves a 3-1 off that crossover head pin. Sends the ball from left to right. Oh, what a spare! What a pickup for Nardone. A spare in the third. He's at 28 in the ball. Scali will be open. In the third, looking at. Still has the head pin there. So 9 and 30 through 3 for Justin. Just yesterday won a 12-2 match. In the Atlantic Candlepin Singles Tour. Seven in the fill for Nardone. He almost converts on the 2-1 spare, so a spare for Scali. Nardone, we got a 10 in the fourth. Looking at the check mark. And Scali has a diamond. Check marks are going at a 40% rate at the pro level. Which is about a 4 in 7 chance when you hit your object. The diamond is only going at about a 35% rate, but with wood it may be different. You certainly get a pickup, and Scali misses his front pin, the 2 pin on that one. A 9 for Nardone, who finishes with a 54. And a 9 for Scali, who with his 6 pin bonus has a 55. Scoring by hand above there. Forgive my stuttering as I try to do the announcing and scoring at the same time. Spread Eagle Productions is happy to be brought in a couple of new announcers, and as I sit here trying to keep score and announce at the same time, I realize why. Justin Scali was one of those. So now we have Craig Holbrook going against Jeremy Seaholm. Seaholm is absent today. He's going to put up a score of 126.
All right, Jeremy, you got this.
Which amounts to a 12, a 12, and 3 13s for each half. So Holbrook's got his work cut out for him. He's got the second highest average in the league, Seaholm does. As Holbrook will be open in the first. Facing down, oh, a good 10. But Seaholm, in his absence, puts up a 12. Lead of 2 pins now for Craig's team. Craig recently finished 8th in the Pro Series 10 stringer over at Central Park Lanes by 1 pin over Nate Lees. He had a Said he had a single pinner on the last shot of the game for $100. It'll be open in the second, has 2 pins remaining. That'll be a 9. So a 19 for Holbrook and another 12 for Seaholm in his absence. Seaholm will be bowling against Korey Packard, his teammate, in the Chicha finals in one of the next couple of months, we hope. Maybe 3. Holbrook in with his first ball in the 3rd box. Blasts the 2 pin and leaves the 1, the 8, and the 10. Holbrook's score on in the last place in the money was 11.93, so he averaged 119 down at CPL. There's a 10 in the 3rd. Seaholm puts up 13 in his absence. No penalty for being absent in the Sunday Pro League. You get your average. Through the season, 12 games played for Seaholm's 126. He had his average up in the 130s after the first week, which was, I believe, the same week that he announced he was leaving as the manager at Ryan's Family Amusements. He's been able to dedicate more time to his bowling since then. Doesn't always have the sound of the pins in the back of his ears. Worried about the next mechanical failure. Holbrook looking at a split with his 3rd ball here in the 4th. Take 8. I was talking to Craig at League Night at Union Lanes a couple of weeks ago about different conditions up here in New Hampshire. Exeter Lanes are well-worn wooden conditions, and it was the week after the U.S. Invitational, I think, that we had a good conversation about how it wasn't so much the pin action as they've done all the renovations at Lita, but the freshly sanded lanes. So even just off on the 4 horsemen in the 5th, he'll be open. And Seaholm will take a 63 in his absence. Craig Holbrook with a 46. A 3-pin lead for Team Packard is Jeremy Seaholm, but we have with a minus a ball. Anchor bowlers now stepping up. Dean Sullivan, the only bowler to finish in the money at both the 10 stringers at Central Park Lanes and at Spare Time. He's in the top 10 in both cases, anyhow. Starts with a lemon drop, 9 drop to the 10 pin for Packard. Wide right, and that'll be a 9. Pin leads for the moment while we wait for Dean to finish his 9 in the first box. So with a 3-pin lead minus the ball, Korey Packard will start his 2nd box. Korey with a 3.5 step approach. Getting some late action Looks like the 8-9 covered, and his the pink ball bounces away from up on your right. Both bowlers looking at a mini split. Packard's is well covered by wood, at least on the left side, if he can do that. A spare in the second for Packard. And Sullivan will take a 9. In the second, he starts with a pair of 9s. Dean put up scores of 12-18 for a 4th place finish at spare time. And 10th in the Pro Series, and I didn't write that one down. It was 10th in the Pro Series down in Whitensville. 6th in the bonus for Packard. Puts his team in a 9-pin lead, minus the ball, as they finish out their first 2 boxes. 1 of 3 in the morning round here. Pink theme, dedicated, of course, to Mario Johnson and her breast cancer relief fund. Sullivan takes 7. He's at 26 through 3. Packard's at 33 after his 8. Two 1-1 remain with a chance of cover on that wood for Korey on the left side. He goes for it, and it's gone! What a play, right on the tip of the wood, covering the 8-pin, and he gets that one to spring out to the 10. Sullivan still has the baby split, the 3 and 10. And that'll be for a 10. $36 for Sullivan through 4. Packard at 43 and a ball. Leaves the 4 and 2, so 4 on the fill for Packard. 47 through 4 with 2 spares. Sullivan with 4 horsemen minus the 6-pin. Packard will be open. Both bowlers open in the 5th. And that'll be an 8. Korey, a pair of 8s. Faye Sawyer will be bowling on lane 5. It was open in the 5th. Okay, nice drop off the head pin. 8 for a 57 half for Stockton. And a 5-pin lead. Oh, just right on the head pin. He was hoping that they'd get a kickback on that. 3 and 1, and a wraparound on the 9-pin there. A 10 for Stockton in the 67. And Sawyer takes 9. She's at 52. Lefty throws with a curl in right across the 1-3 pocket and an unfortunate lead. That the 2, 7, and 10 remain. Sawyer's first ball in the 7th for a lemon drop. This one's called the cocked hat if you're playing the video game. Sort of looks like a hat turned sideways. And that's down the bunny hole. So a big third ball coming up for Sawyer. Stockton takes 9 in the 7th for 76. Good ball, and an 8 plus a 9 rescued out of that. 8 pins fell on that third ball. That's as important as any spare fill, that one. Every league bowler knows that feeling. AJ's right in the pocket, 9 drop with looks like maybe a guide on the 7 pin. Sawyer. Ready now for her first ball. Another crossover. Just getting a lot of action. These wooden lanes will take a bit of spin. Stockton, the guide wasn't that far out though. A little high on that wood. Sawyer has 3 still standing for her third ball. That's another 9 for AJ. Now at 8 and 85 through 8. Good 9 for Sawyer, who's at 70 through 8. 6-pin lead for Team Sullivan. Here in the bottom of the first string, first of 3. 4 horses in a post. No, the post falls. Stockton now looking at what is a 40% opportunity for a pro. Just off the pocket, but it's coming back and stops short of the head pin. Bundle of 7 for Sawyer, and she's still looking at a 2 and 1. Another 9 for Stockton. 94. Sawyer pinning well on a third ball.
Oh, the current? Oh, yeah.
5, 6, 7 straight 9s for Sawyer. Stockton out on the 2 pin there. That 5 and 2 remaining. Head pin leaves a 4 and 1 for Sawyer. AJ just right of the sweet spot there on the head pin. Will be open in 10th, as will be Sawyer. Nice 10 for a 104. Stockton, a 105 bowler. And Sawyer breaks the 9 streak with a 7. And an 86. 9-pin lead for Team Sullivan, bowling on lane 6 with Mario Johnson wearing her U.S. Invitational Champion Price's Wood Floors jersey. And she's in the bonus. Crosses over for 7. For a 58 first half. Sonja Rossi also in the bonus. Does her better with a strike on spare. And a 64 first half. Second rack. Johnson after an 8. Punches through a little bit full.
Best spare leaving the house.
3 leave for Rossi. Still working on the strike. And Johnson's open with 2 good bids. That'll be a 5 fill. So 69 for Rossi through 6. And a 9 for Johnson in the 7th. It's her at 75. At 76 first balls in the second. Both bowlers looking at 4 pins. A lambda leave for Johnson. Kind of the triangle in the back. Just a little on the outside for that one. And the check mark falls for the 3rd mark. Sonja Rossi in the 8th. She's at 86. Mark up there. First ball in the 9th now. A strike for Mario! He's now at 95 and a strike through 9. Rossi with 6 on her fill. She's at 92. And a spare in the 9th. 4 marks for Rossi. And she is at 102. Johnson working on the strike, not pictured. That's 8. So 103 through 9. And she'll be opening it 10th with a 9. A 112 finish for Mario. And a 9 for Rossi. And she finishes with a 129. You can see. Put that one up. What a strength for Rossi. And you see how she was able to finish 10th in the Rip in the Rack roll-off. 20 bowlers finished in the money in that event, sponsored by Alfie Johnson over at Bowlerama in Portsmouth. Our number 3 bowlers now, Mike Nardone and Justin Scali. Justin Scali for Team Holbrook. Had a 56 first half. He's off on the 6 pin. Nardone takes 4 on the left. Scali right into the spread eagle hole. Still looking at the 2, 4, 7, and 3 pin. With his third ball, and he finds the hole again. That's a 6. 61 for Scali. And an 8 for Nardone. He's at 62 through 6. A 7-pin lead for Team Packard. It's to Sonja Rossi's 129. Both bowlers off head pin. Sleeper in the back, along with 10 pin for Scali, who's right in the pocket. The 10 pin stands. Got a look on the pin cam, see that's the 6 and 10 plus the 8 pin for Nardone, who's open. In the 7th. Scali now at 70 through 7. Nardone at 69. Third bowlers finishing up the first string of 3. Morning action here at Sunday Pro League at Exeter. All the bowlers wearing pink in honor of our competitor Mario Johnson. Nardone, 2 full on the head pin. He's got a half Worcester right and an eagle wing left. Remaining. Takes out 3 off the 4 pin. Scali at 79 through 8. Nardone at 78. Tight match here. Scali punches the 2 pin. That one is a exceedingly rare. I measured 1,200 head pin off head pin shots. I'm actually up to 800 off head pin shots. And I've only seen about 4 of those. So I'm thinking it's going to come in less than 4. And a triangle conversion for Nardone. His first mark of the back half. Scali continues with the 9s. He's at 88. Justin started with 2 spares in his first half. He's been open on the back. Let's see what he does with the baby split. On the bonus 8 ball for Nardone. Mike has 2 spares. Apologize for that strike mark. And a spare for Scali. He'll look at an 11th rack. At 98. Nardone finishes with a 107. 4 on the fill for Scali. That'll be a 102, 101. 101, am I right? According to the official score to my left. And Mike Nardone finished with a 107. A 12-pin lead. Team Packard, who is putting up Jeremy Seaholm in absentia. Craig Holbrook. Be going up against scores of a 126 score is automatic. Jeremy will The second highest average in the Sunday Pro League right now, and a spare for Holbrook. Let's see him beat that with a 12.
He just might.
We'll add Jeremy's 75, and there's Holbrook with a strike on spare. 86 and 2 balls now. For Holbrook, we'll change that mark. See if we have time to get the graphic up there before he throws the bonus. Another double! It's a double for Holbrook.
All right, Jeremy, it's okay. Stay with him, Jeremy.
I believe now at 106 in the 8th. And we'll we do have a double strike mark. There it is. That one counts 3 times, and he knows it. That was that's a 22. So we'll let the official score go over that. It's still in the bonus, and that'll be a 16 for Craig in the 8th. He's at He's at 111 through 9. I'm going to ask for them to check that because I had him at.
Where's Jeremy at? 114, right?
I haven't kept up with Jeremy while this was going on. 7 through 7. We'll put Jeremy at 113 through 9. 9 drop for Holbrook, and he's just right on the 6 pin. And that was for a 10. Will clear his double strike. A double strike for Holbrook. And a 121. Go with, and Jeremy beat him with a 126 due to his average. But Team Holbrook does have a 3-pin lead unofficially going into the final. I have it at 3. Justin, you want to check that? That was a 66 half for Craig Holbrook in the clutch. He started with a 46, finished with a 121. You do? I have it 493, 490. I'm including Dean and
503.
what's going on here?
Hold on. 412, 1, 21, and you had a 55 half. No, you got it back. No, 43 half.
This is a 43 half? Okay. There's our score.
Korey's is right.
Okay, so it is a 9-pin lead. Korey puts up a 4 as we try to work out the score here. That's right. I don't have Jeremy's 10th box.
You playing doing the pace you were going along?
Yeah, I was.
All right, now we're good.
So now we're up to date, and it's a 16-pin lead for Team Packard. This the formula is correct.
I'll be here all match.
Well, we were worrying over that Korey Packard with a tough box. Sullivan almost makes this. It's still got a chance. It's gone. What a slow motion. I think that was the 4-5, wasn't it?
No, it was the
3-6. Well, no.
Oh, 2-6.
It was over on the right, on the left side, wasn't it?
3-6 is the 2-pack. Right, that's what we had. No, 3-6 is this. We had this. Oh, the 4.
Oh, geez. All right, that's 66. Three pins on the field for Sullivan. Let's put him at 66. Packard up to 69 through 7. Oh, what a great 10. A 12-pin lead for Korey Packard down to the last 2 boxes. First ball in the 9th coming up next for Dean Sullivan, who signed up with Matt Susi for an upcoming one of the upcoming doubles matches.
Well, and then you hear me.
Oh, spread eagle.
I put it in my phone.
Packard across the 1-3 pocket. He leaves the triangle. Triangle's going at 45%. Whereas the spread eagle is a 1%er. Sullivan gives a good bid. Packard open in the ace. Off on the right. A 9 for Sullivan. He's at 85. Big 10 box for Packard. He's at 88. Leads at 13. So into double strike territory if Packard has a good box, even if he's open. Okay, and that should do it for the first. A great spare for Sullivan. He's at 95. For the moment, it's a 8 plus 8. That means that Packard's at 98. And the lead is at 13 right now with the last ball. So it is out of reach. So it's a 13-pin lead. It's a Sullivan playing for total here. 96. Okay, so it's an 11-pin lead. And he adds 5. So for the total, that gets him into 3 digits in. A 100 game for Dean. Let's check over our scores. I have a unofficial final score of 544 to 538 for Team Packard. Packard, Nardone, Rossi, and Sawyer with Seaholm in absence. Take game 1. And I'll look over at our see Team Packard is in ninth place right now. That puts him up to 13-21 as we prepare for start of game 3. These were our final scores from the first string. AJ Stockton will be working on lane 6. First ball in the second box. Looking at a 3/3 on this one. 3 in the front and a triangle in the back. Faye Sawyer with a check plus the 10. Does a good job on the check mark. She'll be open. Great 10 for AJ. Both bowlers begin with 10s. First ball in the second box coming in right in the pocket. Dime store remains 5 and 10. Something there in the back. Is that a ball? Big spare for Sawyer and a 9 for Stockton in the second. Stockton punches through the 3-pin, grabs 3. Sawyer in bonus. Looking on her first spare, right in the pocket, and an 8.5. No, it'll be an 8 fill. Stockton finds the 3-hole again. Spare attempt. That's off in the channel. Third ball is coming up. So we'll keep the match score in the big fonts off to the right. Watch the total score for the game action. Each game is worth 2 points. The total is worth 2 or 4 in the Pro Series.
Say it again?
The total, the match total, that's another 2, right?
2.
So it's 8 points overall per game.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you.
Sorry.
Sonja, Sonja Rossi, the assist there. Nice string, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
AJ looking at third ball.
Same.
Both bowlers open in the third. And 8 for Stockton. So after a 6. It's a 33 for AJ after the 6 in the third. Sawyer now at 46 through 4. We get the scoreboard up to date. 13-pin lead early going. Stockton 2-1 lead. Try to play in on the 1-3 pocket. Just left. Okay, Sawyer still looking at 5 pins. The third ball coming up. 10 and a 43 side for AJ. And an 8 for a 54 half for Stockton, who had them marked in the second. It's an early 54-43 lead in the game. Match difference at 17. And Mario Johnson will bowl next on lane 6. Against Sonja Rossi, put up that 129. 10 pin falls, leaving a 2-pinner for Johnson. Rossi's 10-pin will stay. Both bowlers looking at 2-pinners fronted by the 4. Goodbye. Spare for Mario in the first. And Rossi starts with a 9. Johnson, 9 drop in the field. Begins things with 19. And a great opportunity to start stringing them together here. Goodbye. 2 spares in a row for Mario. There was a 10 for Rossi. Mario was the winner of the Nico Singles Championship held here earlier this year. I believe that was in May. 4 on the fill there. So 33 through her first 2 boxes. Both bowlers open in the third. 7. So Mario's at 40 through 3. $29 for Johnson. For Sonja Rossi, not Sonja Johnson, who will be paired with Mario in upcoming doubles championship. I noticed they signed up for one of the events. 5 and 7 remain on the Johnson in on the triangle. Just full, I guess, is the way to describe that one. As the 8-pin stays up. 10.
Sonja, welcome to the seat.
38 for Rossi. Through 4. Johnson at 50 through 4. Again, things with a pair of spares here. Rossi. Clips an eagle. Spread eagle minus the 7 pin. Johnson, a little bit of wood that could help if she's on the right side, and the wood helped. Rossi's open, still with a 2 and 2. 60 side for Mario. And a 45 for Sonja.
Sonja, I feel you. I won.
A 4-pin lead for Team Sullivan on our right. Justin Scali. The Sullivan team consists of Stockton, Mario, Justin Scali, Craig Holbrook, and Dean Sullivan. Mike Nardone on Team Packard, along with Sonia Rossi, Faye, Sawyer, and Korey Packard. Jeremy Seaholm is absent today. For the spare, Scali will be open. A 9 for Justin. Pair of 9s. Four-pin lead for Team Holbrook on our right. Won the first. Trying to come back after losing the first one. Mike Nardone has the diamond. Check mark for Scali. He does it. The 45%er is complete, and Mike Nardone is open. Pair of 9s for Mike to start. Nardone, who bowls out of Millis on Wednesday nights, recently finished 15th and in the money at the Candlepin for Cancer roll-off over in Portsmouth. Six in the fill for Scali. Nardone executes his first spare here in the third. First ball in the fourth, drops 7 in the bonus for Nardone, and he's got the half Worcester right remaining, the 8 in the fill, 36 through 3 for Nardone. Oh, touched the 8-pin, but didn't knock it. Nardone good on the 3-pin, doesn't clear the 9. Picks up another pin there, 46 for Nardone. 44 for Scali. Nardone won the mini matchup 107-101 during game 1. Part of his team's 544 to 538 victory. A strike for Nardone, who keeps making his marks while we're talking. He'll sit down with 2 balls and a 56. Ah, a spare for Scali.
Yeah.
Next will be Craig Holbrook up against the ghost of Jeremy Seaholm. Holbrook grabs 3 on the right with his first ball. Seaholm will be putting up scores of 126, so 63 half. Basically scores 12 in the first 2 boxes and 13 in the next 3 as we keep pace. Holbrook starts with a 7. Looks up at the ceiling. A 9-pin lead for Team Packard, with Seaholm bowling very well in his absence. High-low jack remains for Holbrook. Really touch of wood on the right, but really nothing that should come into play. There it is! Oh, he tried to shave it. On the left side, the lefty still looking at 3 for his 3rd ball. That'll be 2 7s. 2 7s for Holbrook and 2 12s for Seaholm in his absence. Hate to editorialize, but I think having an absent bowler bowl his average is a little generous. Most times we give a 5-pin penalty to. Or even 10, yeah. Yeah, there's no harm to being absent. Oh, shakes the 7. So he'll be open in the 3rd. Through 3 for Holbrook. Let's give Seaholm his 13. Puts him at 37. Jeremy would love to bowl a 126 on a typical night. He started off very hot though in the Pro Series, and that is his average. Korey remains for Holbrook. A spare opportunity here in the 4th. This one is a 20%. And that's how you do it. It's gone. The 8-pin falls late. Perfect execution by Craig Holbrook. He's at 34 in the ball. Seaholm now up to 54. 9 in the fill for Holbrook. Gained some ground there. And the 5-pin still standing. Final ball of the first half. A 10 for 53. And he curses Jeremy's consistency as he puts up another 13 for 63. An 8-pin lead in the game and a 14-pin lead in the match. For Team Packard as Korey sets up on lane 5 on our left. Dean Sullivan bowling in the anchor position for Team Holbrook. We'll bowl first on lane 6 on our right. He's going to be looking at the Korey with a little piece of wood to help.
Yep, she updated the phone. She said, moved out to third.
Korey off on the 2-pin. Thanks, 3. Just a 3 for Sullivan. And a thin hit. Packard still has 6 remaining. A nice 10 for Dean. Still have 4 pins standing there. The Korey minus the 3-pin. And that's a pretty good 8. Packard grabs 4 on the right with his 3rd ball. His first ball in the 2nd box here in the 2nd string. Sullivan a little full for a 3-1, fronted by the 2-pin. And Packard has the little baby split. 2 and 7. Sullivan's will be open. Packard with a spare attempt. Gets some wood to work out of the gutter, but that wood was still in play, but he'll be open. For Sullivan and a 10 for Packard. 19 to 18. Sullivan won this mini matchup 196 in the first game. There's a great spare opportunity if the wood stays out of the way. It does. Just the 6-pin remains. There's Packard in the same pocket. He leaves the opposite lead. He's got the 4-pin. Sullivan open. Left of his target. Those are falling at a 72% rate for pro bowlers. And Packard makes his. A spare in the 3rd. A 10 for Sullivan. He's at 29 through 3. Okay, 1, 3, and 9 remain. Bonus ball. Full hit from Packard. Drops 5 out of the middle. Sullivan just right of the head pin. Another 10 for Sullivan. He's at 39 through 4 and 8 for Packard. He's at 41 through 4 with the only spare of the group. Good pinning from Sullivan. Got 3 10s and a 9. And a great opportunity here. He's got that 5-pin and a candy bar out in front. Oh, shaking in! The 6-pin falls. A naked single pinner. Spare for Sullivan. He'll sit down with 49. And the ball. Packard with his attempt. Is good. Pair of spares from the anchor bowlers. Round out the first half. You're in the second string at the Sunday Pro League in Exeter. We come here once a month. Faye Sawyer. Now we'll deliver the first ball in the second half. Here in the second string. Just off. Leaves a Korey. AJ in the head pin, but leaves a 2-1 with a piece of wood to cover. This one should go. Craig Holbrook with the encouragement in the back. Hit 2, this one goes instead. Sawyer a little full, but she gets it. The Korey falls. And Stockton is left on his attempt. Stockton at 51. Through 6. As Mike Nardone goes and clears some lumber. Sawyer on Team Packard on the right. With a 12-pin lead, plus this ball in the game, 18 pins in the match. Working on her second spare.
Work it.
Got a little late action, that's a 5. Here's a Korey for AJ. There it is. Just a little full on that head pin. 2 pins remain for Stockton. Third ball in from Sawyer. Picks up 2 out of the 3 for a 9 and a score of 78. Stockton at 60 with his 9. Another Korey, similar to the one that Faye made earlier. That one was a spread eagle with the wing clipped at the elbow. It's the 2 and 3 parallel and out front, and the 6 and 10 on the right. A clipped eagle is when the tip of the wing falls. The tip and the elbow fell in that case. Good job on the wing. 2 pin remains for Stockton. Sawyer looking. Finishes with a 9. Pair of 9s in the 8th. 87 for Sawyer. And 69 for AJ Stockton. Faye drops 7 off the head pin. Still a little early in our study. Off head pin shots leaving a spare just under 15% of the time. Spare defined by anything 4 horsemen or a 2-pinner. Four horsemen remain for Stockton. So a pair of spares on off head pin shots there. Sawyer's left, and she'll be open. Oh, too thin on that. For AJ. Sawyer takes a 9. 96. And Stockton clears for 10. He's at 79 through 9. Closing out the second string with our first bowlers. Third, well, I was going to say the third Korey, but minus the 2 pin for Sawyer. And Stockton with another 4 horseman right. Both bowlers. Add a pattern. Very thin as she laughs and turns around. Spare ball from Stockton, just left. 1 and 10 remain. A 10 for Sawyer, a 106 in the second box. And 87 for AJ. 321 to 303 here in the second string, and the match score 24 pin difference. Up on your scoreboard, up on the right. Second bowlers now, Sonja, Rossi. Coming in open off of 45, Mario Johnson, who had a 2 spare 60. Full on the head pin, but a 9 drop for Rossi as the left side fell. Good spinning action on that first ball, but he's open on the 1 pinner. Both bowlers open to start the 6th. 54 for Rossi, who started game 1 with a 129. Mario with the advantage in this matchup in the second string is at 69, a 15-pin lead. Korey, Rossi, and that spread eagle clipped at the 7-pin. Johnson. Both bowlers open. Big outfield out ball for Johnson. Good 10. Rossi at 64. And Mario a hitter object, but shot for a 6. Okay, great action from Johnson's ball. Tough, maybe a blocker out in front of her 2-pinner. Both bowlers open. Miss their opportunities. A 9 for Rossi and a 10 for Johnson. She's at 85. Rossi at 73. '72 is the official score. We'll change that. Hey Justin, can you check? Mike, can you check on the 72? Just make sure I'm right. That's 70. I had 73. Okay. She had 9 in the. Okay. Thank you. Oh, Johnson just scrapes the 7-pin on a beautiful 2-and-2 spare up opportunity. That was for 10. 95 for Johnson. And 80 for Rossi. Who's open. despite shots like that, she had a couple of those anyway. 129 was a thing of beauty. Rossi is our number 10 bowler on the Ripping the Rack women's top 10. Mario Johnson, number 3 with the spare in the 10th. She'll look at 11th rack. .105 and a ball. Rossi finishes with an 89. Right in the head pin. Good time for that one. A 7 fill and a 112 game for Mario. Our Nico knockout champion and the mascot of the day. Nice job. Number 3 bowlers coming up, both in the bonus. Mike Nardone with the strike. Justin Scali with the spare. Nardone will be bowling first on lane 6. 56 and 2. Good start. Scali right in the pocket. Somehow only dropped 6. A 60 half. Scali made his broadcast debut last Saturday here at Exeter. Oh, that's 8 in the bonus for Nardone, 64 for his half. He wins that little mini matchup by 4. Nardone with a 10 for 74 through 6. Scali with 69 in the 6. Nardone at a 107 in the first. He drops 9 to the 5 pin, covered on both sides. Makes it twice as wide, and he takes advantage. 4 marks for Nardone with a spare in the 7th. He's at 84 in a ball. Oh, it's a spread eagle if it falls, but it shakes and wobbling still, but will not. The 2 pin, all that remains after that was a naked spread eagle, a 1%er, and Scali almost showed us how to do it. A 10 for 79. Nardone in the bonus drops 6 to the 4 horsemen. 90 through 7 for Mike. 8 drop. 6 and 7 though. Nardone in on his pocket. Everything but the 7 falls. Third ball's coming up. Both bowlers facing the 7. That was a 9. That was in the channel. A 10 for Scali. He's at 89. Nardone's 9 puts him at 99. 2 to play here in the 2nd. Okay, his chance at the spread eagle, no wood. Five, 7, and 10 for Scali. The average pro bowler gets an 8.3 on a spread eagle. And Nardone takes an 8 on his. So 107. He's matched his score through 9 boxes. Scali at 97. Sorry, Nardone's at 106. You took an 8. All right, Mike's working on the 4 horseman -6 pin here. Needs that ball, and he got it! Justin still got 5 with his 3rd ball coming up. That is 4 marks for Mike Nardone. He's at 116 in the ball in the 10th. And a 7 for Scali. Finishes with a 104 unofficially. His team down 20 right now. Oh, half whisser, that's 2. So a 118 for Mike Nardone. He wins that mini matchup by 14 pins though, and his team leads by 21 here in the second game. They won the first game by 6. 544 to 536 we can see right there. Here's Craig Holbrook bowling against Jeremy Seaholm's 126.
I'm going to take Jeremy in the over.
The second highest average in the league. It is a tough competition. Holbrook facing 3 with his 3rd ball. He's got the 1, the 2, and the 7. That's an 8. $61 through 6. Craig. Seaholm plods along with a 12. And he's at 75. 26 pin lead for Team Packard. Team Holbrook looking for 3 or 4 marks here down the road for Holbrook. Keep up with that incredible 126 average. Jeremy's average is in the teens on Wednesday nights where he bowls in Millis. Holbrook misses on the 2-pinner. He'll be open in the 7th with a 10. Free to play for our number 4 bowlers, Holbrook. Against the vacancy. Crossover, and the lefty drops 9 to the 8 pin. A little bit of wood that probably would help if he misses left. But he's going to go right at it, we guess. Nope, he hits the wood and takes it. He puts his hands up. He wasn't aiming for it, but he got it, and he's happy to take it. Spare in the 8th. 81 in the ball for Holbrook. Seaholm, of course, puts up another 12 in the 7th and a 13 in the 8th. He's at 90 through 8. 6 drop for Holbrook. And the 9-pin won't fall on the spare bid. $96 through 9 for Holbrook. And Seaholm up to 113. Did I say Seabrook? I meant to say Seaholm. Interesting. We call it, a 2, 3, and 1 off the head pin. Thought. I mean, can't fault the shot. It was maybe a bit thin. He's got the 4, the 7. Oh, he almost got it. Everything but the 4 and the 4. Oh, he makes the 2, 3, and 1 spare. What a spare in the 10th for Holbrook. Seaholm, of course, will take 13. But Holbrook now at 106 and a ball. And he grabs 6 more, so a 112. But Seaholm takes his 126. And we're bowling scratch here, so lead is now 36 pins in the game. 30. Is that possible? 36. Yep.
So we're right this time.
Yep. I don't know why the total is different though. Total should be 42. See that formula?
Well, 36 and 6 is.
Yeah, 6 plus 36 should be 42.
You got it going. Yeah, you got this at 26 here. Hold on. 112.
First ball from the anchor bowlers. Both in the bonus. 6 for Packard and 9 drop for Sullivan. He finishes with a 58. Half for Packard.
That's 57. Yeah, 23.
Sullivan makes his square.
I think that's right. Okay, that's good.
Thank you. And that was for 10 for Packard. He's at 67. Sullivan again in the bonus. He has 2 spares in a row. He started with a 100 and Packard a 96. Both bowlers with 2 spares here in the second string. Packard, who was open in the 6th, thin hit on them. That pin. Sullivan back. Drops 8 and has good cover on his 5 and 8. 76 through 6 for Sullivan. Korey's open. There it is. 3 in a row for Sullivan. He's spared in the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th. He's at 86 in the ball.
Oh, come on.
Korey takes an 8 in the 7th.
All right, start it here, Korey.
He's at 75. Lead is down to 13 pins in this second game. And 19 on the match. This is, of course, a three-string competition. There'll be 2 of them today for each team. Bowlers wake up in the early dawn from as far away as Western Mass and Maine. Southern Massachusetts all descend on Exeter. The Sunday Pro Series. Three boxes to play here in the second string. Korey Sullivan taking a second look here. He's right in the 1-2 pocket, drops 9 pins. And Sullivan the fill gets 7. He's got 3 pins in the back. But 93 overall through 7. Lead is down to 6 pins. And Packard is going to be open in the 8th. Sullivan works on it. Oh my God! He had the 6 pin out a little bit in front of the 8 and 7. A piece of wood that helped. What spare for Sullivan? That's 4 in a row. He's at 103 in a ball. Packard takes a 10. He's at 85 through 8. 6 the difference. Sullivan's bonus ball coming up. 6-point pin lead for Team Packard. And a strike for Packard when he needed it. Sullivan matches with a strike of his own. That's 5 marks in a row for Dean Sullivan. A strike on spare in the 9th. Both bowlers with strikes. I'll put those up in a Yeah, I've done something terrible here on my scoreboard.
You probably pasted the strike first.
Yep, I did. Now
That was a good ball, Korey.
Oh my God! 6 in a row, double strike for Dean Sullivan. And just as our scoreboard goes down, okay, lost our scoreboard. What the? But that will do it in the second string of victory for Team Holbrook behind the double strike, and Sullivan is still bowling here on his 11th rack. Again, a triple! 3 strikes in a row for Dean Sullivan. I know. Six. And Dean Sullivan finishes with a series of applause and a 169. 169. A 16 in the 8th. He started with 4 10s and a 9, and then went spare 9, spare 8, spare 7, spare 10, strike, 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 and 6 on his final fill, 169. That Faye Sawyer to start things off here in the 3rd string. Crosses over into the head pin. AJ Stockton leaves the 1 and 9. Let's go up.
I'm trying to find the cursor. Oh, there. Okay, I see it.
That's where it was. Uh-oh. Right. So 10 for Stockton. Oh, Faye took a 7, sorry. Here's Sawyer coming across into the pocket, a little full spread eagle. Stockton drops 9 down to the 7 pin, and a piece of wood that falls away. Nice bid. 4 of the 6 fall. And Stockton with the spare. 20 and a ball in the second. $16 for Sawyer through 2. Can you try saving it by any chance?
You have auto save on.
Okay.
I can't look at anything.
There, force shutdown. That'll force an Excel shutdown.
Right here?
Right here. That's the activity mode.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Looking. There it is. Sawyer. 8 in the bonus for Stockton, and what a split pickup. Uses the wood on the inside. 2 in a row for Stockton. A spare for Sawyer in the third. 26 in a ball. Stockton at 38 in a ball. Yeah. 4 in the fill. Sawyer and an 8 drop for Stockton, who's now at 46 through 3 and looking at another opportunity for 3 in a row. 2 pinners going at about a 60% rate. At the pro level, gotta hit your object. That one is open, so the string ends for AJ. A very good start. A 9 for Sawyer and a matching 9 for Stockton. He's at 55 through 4. Open recents. Oh, okay. Let's drag it over there. No, this is I'm sorry. This is here. Just drag that over. 8 drop for Sawyer in the 5th. Stockton again in the pocket with the 5 and 9 remaining. Both bowlers looking at a pair. Sawyer with very friendly looking wood. Let's see, no, it wraps around. Wraps around. Stockton chops the 5. A 10 for Sawyer and a score of 49. And a 64 half for AJ Stockton. We'll have to regain our scoreboard later, but we'll keep the game score here. Can you check on the match score, though? Sonja with the bid. The 2-pinner won't fall. Two times in a row on lane 6. The 2-pinner in the corner has been stubborn like that.
11-22, 10-96.
For them, right? Right, yep.
Yeah, early 11-22.
So an 11-22 to 10-96. 26-point pin lead for Team Holbrook. Both bowlers off head pin with first ball in the second here. A 7 for Rossi. Nice head pin shot, but rewarded with the 7 and 8, and another spread eagle, no wood. Mario Johnson. Spread eagles happen on 6.5% of head pin shots, according to a recent study. I finished. Oh, Johnson! It has a chance, but it won't go. That's what you have to do. You have to kick one over and hope it causes mayhem. A 9 for Rossi and a 10. Only 20% of spread eagles end up in 10s for pro bowlers. And like I said, 1% for spares. So through 3 complete, Mario is at 26, Sonja at 25. A 10 for Sawyer.
You paid attention.
And a 3 for Mario.
No,
Tough
I meant
box.
you meant for you.
That puts her at 29. We're going to restore our scoreboard in just a minute. My apologies to Mario for that. A spare for Johnson. And a 10 and a 45 half for Sonja. Our third bowlers, Mike Nardone and Justin Scali now. Up into place. Drop to the head pin, off the head pin, and Nardone twice through the 3-hole. He's got a big out ball coming up. Scali left of his head pin. And a nice safe play for 9 for Nardone. He was looking at 8 pins and he knocked 7 of them. And a 10. Scali, he's at 10. Okay, 3 and 2 remain for Nardone. Scali off the head pin again, but he has a makeable 1 and 9 with wood. Nardone just right. Spare. Oh! Just a little to the right on that head pin shot. And an 8 for Nardone. He's at 17 through 2. Pair of 10s for Justin.
Come on! Oh my God!
9 drop for Scali. He's going to have another opportunity at that one. Just missed his earlier attempt. That time he was good. Back in the curtain. Nardone will take an 8. He's at 25. Scali at 30 and a ball.
All right, two right here, Mike.
Bonus ball coming up for Justin. 8. And he's got a difficult spare, but
Oh, what an offer!
38 pins through 3 boxes for Scali. Now that our scoreboard is restored, I might be able to devote my full attention to the match in front of me.
All right, one with the seat.
34 for Nardone now through 4. Another 9 drop, the third of the half for Scali. Nardone will sit down with a spare and a 44. Oh no! Couldn't get the wood to work. Scali makes one of his 3 9 drops. Good bids. One of the 9 drops was on a missed head pin, and that was a blocker in that case too. So 55 for Scali, and a 30 pin lead early behind the 64 start from AJ Stockton. Our 4th bowler's coming up. Of course, we had the 7 drop on Craig Holbrook's first ball. It'll be open. 3rd ball coming up in the first string here in the third string, first box for Craig Holbrook. Takes a 9. Jeremy Seaholm will put up another 126. We'll start him with a 12. Team Holbrook with a 26-pin lead overall in the match, plus 27 in this game early on, and 9 drop.
All this broadcasting, does it make you want to get up there and shot? Yeah. That's why I don't go watch.
I bowled yesterday. For the spare, on the money, Craig Holbrook with 19 in the ball through 2. a strike on spare for Craig Holbrook. Watch out, Jeremy. Your 63 half is in danger. At 37 through 3, Holbrook now. Just hit 39 and 2 balls. And a 9 drop. Looking for his 3rd in a row here. Craig serve with a 9, a spare, and a strike, and another spare in the 4th. He's at 59. Seaholm at 50 through 4. Oh, missed his head pin, but great action. 8 drop. 68 through 4. And a decent chance. Wood is there. And off the right wall. Holbrook finishes with 4 marks in a row. What a performance. 78 and a ball. Sorry. Official score has that one at 77 and a ball. Craig started with a 9, a spare, a strike, a spare 8, and a spare 77 in the ball. 8 drop, but a split. Sullivan with a strike again. He just finished the 2nd string with 3 in a row, and he now has 7 straight marks. He had a 169 in the 2nd. Oh, the ball went behind and then in front of the 7 pin on the spare bid. A 10 for Korey Packard. First bonus ball for Sullivan, off to the right. 3 and 1 more to come. Packard uses the wood. The left or right ball shakes the 2 pieces. 8, 9 in the fill for Sullivan. Starts with a 19 and his run of 7 straight marks comes to an end. And he takes a 9 in the 3rd. Sorry, in the 2nd. He's at 28 through 2. Being a bit off head pin. He's got a 1, 3 and 1 remaining. Packard! 2nd spare in a row. He's at 38 in the ball. Through 3. Sullivan will be open. 35. Packard in the bonus. Right down the middle, and he's worried about the spread eagle, and he got a 9. Almost a strike. Sullivan hard in the pocket. 5 and 7 remain. Three in a row for Packard. He's at 57 through 4. Sullivan takes 9 for 44 through 4 played. Still a 44-pin lead in the game by Craig Holbrook. AJ Stockton's great starts. Mario Johnson also on a square with a 49 in a ball. 4 fill on that one for Packard. 61 through 4. Looking at a triangle and an eagle wing. Good bid. Just trying to shave that 3-pin. And Sullivan. 4, 5, 7. Still there. Yeah, 70 half for Packard. And a 53 for Dean Sullivan. Packard had 3 spares.
Starting things off here in the first box, the sixth box, the 3rd string. We're going to piece these together on file. AJ Stockton, 10. Faye Sawyer for a good fill ball. It's 8. Bonus for AJ. Sawyer. Grabs 3 on the right. Big out ball. AJ at 87 through 7. Keep looking to hold pace.
That's a good out for 7. Staring at 7 pins a minute ago. Sawyer takes an 8. Takes 1 pin. $70 through 70. 73 through 8 for Sawyer, my apologies. Stockton has the parallel pins on the left, the end and the 10. A piece of wood to play. The southpaw working right into the spot. It was an ideal shot. The wood had the slightest tilt, and AJ took advantage of it. Sawyer on the triangle is left. 4 spares for AJ Stockton here in the 3rd string. He's at 104 and a ball. Stockton finds the front pin there for a 10. She's at 83 through 9.
Paper sheet.
Yep. Stockton in the bonus. 6 drop in the wing on the right, and the 7 in the corner. Sawyer with a hard curving ball that just connects with the head pin. She's got the 4, the 7, and the 8. Right triangle with a lot of wood. Stockton, who is in the bonus, is at 110. A spare for Sawyer. She's at 93 and a ball. Stockton finishes with a 119. A great half. A great 3rd string, I should say. Sawyer on the bonus ball. Right across. Grab 6. A 99 with 2 spares for Faye Sawyer.
I just love 99. Not.
Mario Johnson now changed outfits, had another pink shirt at the ready though. Switched out of the Price's Wood flooring jersey into the tie-dye. Now has the 1, 4, and 7 with a lot of wood. Sonja Rossi on the 4 and 1. Fight like a girl, Mario's shirt says. And it takes the head pin for a 10 in the 6. With her 7 fill, she had a 46 half and a 56 through 6. Sonja Rossi is open with 50 through 6. She had 7 just a moment ago. Bounding ball takes down everything on the left side. Rossi punches the 4. Pair of 9s in the 7th. Mario at 50, at 65. Sonja Rossi, who's at 50. It's good action on that one. The 2-pinner. Spare attempt is good. First mark. Sonja with a J. And a good 10 for Mario. She's at 74 in the 8th. Great first shot from Mario is a little too firm. Sonja off on the 3-pin, but takes 7 in her bonus. 76 through 8. And a very makeable 3-pinner. Those going at about a 57% rate. Not much different from a 2-pinner for a pro. Just as I say that, she gets the 2-pinner without carrying the third ball. The third. That was a foul. That pin will come off. $10 for Rossi. Number 10 and number 3 women's bowlers facing off here in the second slot. Four and 2 remain. Call that one the Big Pappy. Oh, 5 and 10 for Woolworths. Plays it on the inside. Almost gets the carry. Both bowlers open in the 10th. A 10 for Mario. And an 8 for Sonja, who started with a 129. She takes a 94 here in the 3rd. Mario had 91, so Sonja wins that little matchup.
All right, Mikey. Right out there, kid.
Scali off the head pin, but has a good look at the 1 and 9 and a piece of wood that may be out of play. They're going to have to check on it. Korey Packard's going to take a look to see if it's over the line. There's a line out there 24 inches. Actually, we're going to... He's removing it, so Scali basically needs to get this one to push through. There it is. Spare for Scali to start. He had a 55 half. Oh, and Nardone is a little thin on the 3-pin in front of his diamond. And he'll take a 9. Nardone, who had been in the bonus, filled with 6 for a 50 half. He's at 59. Scali at 65 and a ball. Nine in the fill for Scali. 74 for him. Double wood back there, but it seems favorable. Yep. Uses the wall. 2 spares in a row for Scali. And Nardone is open just a little full. In the front of the 3 and 1. He takes a 10 for 69 through 7. Do you know the score? The match difference? $7 in the fill for Scali. Oh, no.
26 before this game.
9 for Scali. He's at 100 through 8. He has 3 spares and good fills. Fills of 8, 9, and 7 on those. Get him 20 over. Nardone has 1 spare of his own. 8 dropped, but 7 and 9 remain. Some interesting wood for Scali. See how he plays it. Off it, he does! Plays the ball off the side of the piece down, and Nardone with a good bit of his own. Just misses on the 6 pin. $10 for 89 through 8 through 9. Scali now at 110 in the ball. Oh, 2 on that one. Just as I was saying, his fills have been excellent. Split for Nardone as well. Onto the 3 pin, was trying for the left side, just a little full. An 8 for Scali in the 10th for a 120 and a 98. So 22 pins picked up there for Team Packard. Match score right now, coming into this string, Team Holbrook had a 26 pin lead. $37 pin lead through 3 completed strings. As Craig Holbrook goes up against Jeremy Seaholm's 126. He'll be open in the 6th. Holbrook, who put 3 on his spare from the 5th, has 90 through 6. You guys are up by about 40 pins. Yeah. Team Holbrook is a substantial lead in the game. It's getting, I don't have enough power to keep running that. I have a recording that hopefully preserved from the first 2. Holbrook open in the 7th. Now I'm recording up here. We didn't miss any action. More work. This is going right into here now.
Oh, right. Oh, yeah, no.
The laptop is charging, but that stream is taking more energy than it's producing.
That cable doesn't have a ton of power in it.
Yeah. I can't believe I've never separated those 2 devices before.
Yeah.
I'm live though. So check mark spare opportunity for Craig Holbrook in the 8th. He's at 99 through 7. That's a 10, so 109. '81st half for Craig Holbrook, followed by scores of 10, 9, and 10. And there's a strike. The second of the game for Holbrook and his 5th mark. Holbrook's going to eclipse Seaholm's 126 now. There's another 9 on top of it. What's up? Bonus ball to come. Wood should be out of play. Just the 3-pin remains. There it is, 2 in a row. Spare on strike. And the 11th rack coming down next on lane 6 for Craig Holbrook. He's at 139. Plus this ball. How about a 148? So he beats Jeremy Seaholm by 22 pins, who puts up a 126 in absentia. Justin Scali 120 to Mike Nardone's 98, and AJ Stockton 119 to 99. 20 pin victories in all 3 plus 22 for Holbrook at 62, and Mario gave back 3 in her matchup with Sonja. So pin lead. This match, though, Korey Packard has a 70 to 53. So 42 is the difference. In other words, Korey would need something like a 92 to a 50 from Sullivan to tie. Almost into triple strike territory there. Packard, 2 and 1 on the full head pin shot. Sullivan will be open after the Korey. Dean started with a 53, like I said. Packard will be open. A 9 for Sullivan, he's at 62, and an 8 for Korey Packard, he's at 78. Definitely into triple strike territory now. Double strike. Paired up might do it.
Covered my man by 3. Yeah, buddy. I did it all in one string.
Can we have that for a second? Just
Great.
So Sullivan, who put up scores of 100 and 169.
How much you beat me by? 2.
Packard, whose game scores were 96 and 113, is now at 87 through 7. Sullivan at 71. That 169 game in the triple strike at the end of the second string really turned this one around. Sullivan with a good 5 and 9 pair. Off the pocket. Packard into the pocket. Drops 9 down to the 10 pin. Oh! Just thin on that 5. Shot out in front of the 9. Packard crams everything into the corner, and the pin falls. This one's now going to be in the books. In the bonus. Yep, I probably was premature. Striking out might have done it, depending on what Sullivan does. And there with that spare, the game and the match will go to Team Holbrook 6-2. Team Packard won the first. 544 to 536, but then behind Dean Sullivan's 169, Team Holbrook won 584 to 552. And now their lead is at about 40 pins. Packard at 113 through 9. Sullivan working 91 in a ball. After 9. There. Well, time to do it with the game in hand. So 98 through 9 complete. And another. This eagle's clipped on the right. Gave it the bid. Packard at 120 plus this shot. It's called a 122 for Korey Packard and a 107. You want to get that, and we'll put the official scores on camera. Mike Nardone. Final match score. We lost our power supply on the system. Final score 1707 to 1635. A 72-pin victory